Welcome, friends and family, to our humble little stream.
Nobles countrymen.
And nobles countrymen, lend me your ears. MMM cast or cast. That's good. That was good. That was better. We'll get it. Thank you for joining. If this is your first time joining, we will be doing two different streams tonight. We'll be doing the first, which is going to be Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and then next we will be taking a short intermission, then going into Hunter the Vigil.
Shorter than usual because the pillar of the stream has to do homework. So
yes. Hunter the Vigil Chronicles of Darkness. So yeah, let's jump right in. So last session, guys, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, we had an encounter with Shah.
who?
I blocked out last week entirely.
Nothing happened at all.
He was such a poorly built character that I forgot all about him.
Oh yeah.
Forget everything he
So
ever did.
I'll definitely work on him. Make you guys encounter him a little bit more.
Why are you taunting him?
So yeah, you were locked into an encounter with Shah and some of his goons. Right at the beginning of the encounter, we
don't need to talk about it.
Disintegrated Gimble's mother. Luckily, Wumford, Gimble's mentor, came and saved you guys. And the last thing Shah did before he left was fireball the shop. Fireball the Gimble shop.
Culture.
The Ralno shop.
The round.
I got live.
Scrolls, and scribbles.
I don't know why you're getting over there.
Anyway, keep going.
We're definitely live.
Me.
Yeah, last you guys left the encounter, your otherworldly patron, for a favor, said that they would resurrect Gimble's mother, which her name is Miranda. Again. Brought Miranda back, but had trouble finding her soul. So we do have Miranda's body back, but nothing inside of it.
Which, to be fair, plenty of people live without their souls all the time.
Yeah.
She's my mom.
That was out of character.
You hastily went to the Temple of Helm to see if there's any way that one of the priests could resurrect her. To no avail. The last thing we left on was your mentor, Wumford, assuring you that we'd get her back. And that's where we'll pick it up.
It's in my head still.
So what do we do now?
Well, we have to find where her soul went. That shouldn't be that difficult to do. There's got to be a clear and reasonable answer for this. I mean, we talked to the priest. He didn't know. We just had to find another priest. There's got to be another priest.
Mumford will figure it out. He said he was on it.
I have my resources. I will definitely put in inquiries and see if I could find.
Yeah, he probably knows.
We will find a lead.
You probably know at least one god.
Not so much the gods, but yes.
I'm just saying.
I might make a trip to the 9 hells to see what I can stir up.
That's effective too.
Sounds fantastic.
Do you think he took her there?
There's no telling. It seems this Shah character, this Rakshasa, is aligned himself with a much greater enemy. So there's no telling.
Well,
what you all need to do from here is get stronger. And quickly. Shah is not finished with you, and I cannot always be there to protect you. Gimble, you must get stronger.
I'll do everything I can.
All right. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
And he kind of jumps his way outside of the temple.
Can I put out like a message or like a owl call or something to that other gnome that was in the other party that was kind of like related to me?
Sure.
I just want to find someone to take care of my dad while we're trying to figure out what to do next.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also back. Everyone's in Steelcry now for the trials. They kind of put a stop to all contracts, so he's back at Steelcry as well.
Worst case scenario, the Greaves owe us anyway. No offense to the Round Lords, but he might be safer in the personal home of an Inquisitor.
If Penelope will take him, he's a great guest. He's very quiet.
I'd love to. Yes. I'll be spending most of the next few months or next few weeks at Steelcry anyway, so he's welcome.
Thanks, Penny.
Yes.
Might as well put Dad's money to some good, right?
Oh, I have.
Penny, can you help at all with this?
She's already done so much for us.
I'm afraid at this juncture my hands are tied. I can see what more information I can find on Shaw, but
okay.
I believe Mr. Wumford would be your best bet.
Okay.
His influence stretches much past mine.
All right. Real talk time. We already put ourselves in over our head with Dream Wraith. You do what you do best. Just do some research. Steelcry has some books that I'm sure you haven't read yet.
The university has better things. I'll take what I can get.
Okay. Maybe see if you can't get anything on Shaw's movements from your contacts, Dash.
Yeah.
But try and only go with people that you trust more than not.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then you... Can you talk to the god that's been helping you?
Nothing really.
You should...
I could try if you want to.
If there's any clerics at Steelcry, maybe ask them how they do it. Because the clerics at the temples, they're different than our kind of clerics, They, do God's dirty work, but the adventurers, those are the ones who, the gods take interest in.
I'll ask around.
But, first things first, tonight, everybody get some sleep. Charred clothes and bleeding wounds. It means you too, Gimble. Can't do anything if we're strung out.
All right, so you guys head back to Steelcry?
I'd like to be the last one to leave and
Dream,
stay an extra
wanna
hour
hang
at
out in my
the
room?
temple.
I'm gonna go take my dad to Penelope's to get him settled. And
Okay.
Do you want someone to go with you? Okay.
Everyone leaves. You spend some time praying there, and one of the bishops comes up to you and says, "Pun intended." He kind of reaches out the sword. I believe this is yours.
Is it the training sword?
Yep.
Yeah. Thought I forgot that.
We need help from your god. Don't say, I forgot that, and then throw it on your hip.
I'm so he's thinking, he's
Oh my god,
contemplating.
you're
He's
so
going
disrespectful, Bishop. I raised you better.
You take your dad to Penelope's house. Kind of, he's in shock. He doesn't really know. He still has Miranda in his arms as you guys are kind of walking back to Penelope's house.
And they gentle reposed her at the temple. And okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming they have a standing appointment to...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll...
I'm not that mean.
I think...
I'm just making sure we have it established so later it's not well, you guys never ever said anything.
I think first we'll take her to wherever she's gonna be while we're trying to figure everything out. Because if Penelope set aside a room that we can just have her safe in.
There's multiple rooms that you can kind of put her up
large.
in. The house is really messy, Rook level messy.
I'll clean.
Gimble cleans up after me all the time.
I'll clean the room that
Okay.
she's staying in and that my dad's gonna stay in. And I mean, I know that he probably won't leave her side the whole time, but I try to set aside a room for him.
Okay.
Too. I'm gonna also see if she has any books on the Nine Hells or anything in her house before I leave.
Do an investigation.
Ooh, that reminds me. If I can get Dream put away, I need to talk to Penny.
Okay.
20.
Mod 20 or not 20?
Mod.
You see a few books on the Abyss. Nothing on the Nine Hells, though.
Okay. Are there any spell books that I can borrow? Okay.
None you would want to borrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't steal from somebody that's trying to be good to me right now. It's very tempting.
And I'm speaking for Penny, but you're more than welcome to stay there with your mom and dad too. I mean, you guys are very small.
I'm not going to be able to do any good if I'm just staying there.
Like if you wanted to spend the first night there, like. Otherwise, there's going to be a slumber party in my room. Everyone's invited.
I would say I go back to the guild and I kind of lock myself up in my room and research until I fall asleep.
Okay. What are you researching specifically?
I'm trying to see if I have anything that's on the Nine Hells, on Rakshasas, anything I can, like Wumford just said, get more powerful, and that's the only way I know how to do it is by researching. So I'm just gonna keep. I mean, I know that I don't have any spells that I haven't learned at this point, but perhaps this is where I get counterspell now.
Okay.
Because I saw counterspell and fireball cast, so I think I probably spent the whole night trying to figure out
how to do it.
Okay. Yeah,
got it. All right. Yeah, you three head back. Dream. Or I guess you're with them, or were you with Gimble?
I was with them.
Okay, so you four head back to Seal Cry.
Are you with us, Bishop?
No, he's back still.
As we're going, as we're walking by. Well, actually, we were here. No, we went to Helms.
Yeah, we went to the temple.
As we're walking near this. Wait, we have to go back into Scroll Scripts and Scribbles. We have to go. She's going to need some of her stuff. We've got to make sure if there's any of her stuff left, we got to go get her stuff.
Sweetie, it's gone. There's nothing left.
How do you know? There might be something left.
Maybe we should go see if anything survived. Even if it's sentimental.
Why don't you guys spend some time doing that? I need to talk to Penny about some stuff and I'll meet up with you guys at the guild.
Okay.
Right? Be careful.
Yes.
Don't let...
Yes.
Okay.
You guys get to the shop and it's charred beyond
There's
repair.
nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
I'm sure Dream spent some time still picking through the
Yeah.
ashes. Because they would have had a lot of magical
nothing
items that would
left?
not have
Seriously?
They were taken.
burned.
There's no fire brigade in this town.
we have really good insurance, so they'll be okay.
We were really more worried about the things you can't replace. You know what I mean? Like your first spell book that you just wrote magic missiles in and big block letters.
I was kind of hoping there might be spells or something left, but literally nothing. You don't want me to roll or anything else.
The bodies from the thugs still there and everything? No, they're all gone.
Yeah.
Any
it
drops
seems
of Shah's blood that we can use to curse him for all time?
No. I mean, you could probably find a drop of Shah's blood.
I mean, I'm sure there's greater old ones
Yeah.
that we can make packs with. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, with gnomish ingenuity, there's almost nothing you can't replace.
Well, that's nice. Always positive. Always keeping us together.
It's like our racial ability is positivity.
Definitely in this world for sure. I've met some grumpy gnomes in other worlds. In this world, they're all just pleasant as hell.
Anything else you want to do before we go back?
I guess I have maybe a sunflower in my pack or something, so I lay that where she disintegrated.
Okay.
Then we can go back, I guess. And I'll dissociate on my way.
Penny?
Yep.
I don't know where she is.
She's walking back to Still Cry with you.
I pull her kind of aside and I'm like, Pen, what is in this book? We've bled for it now. I don't need it. I'm not going to try and give it to Shaw.
It's a ledger, a collection of magic items that I've been discovering around the world that seem okay, but have some kind of curse.
So it's just a ledger of their locations?
Locations of where I've seen them, rumors about new ones, any kind of odd happenings around small towns. It seems to be specifically around small towns.
It just doesn't seem to be worth all of this.
I didn't think anyone would care about it, but yeah.
No offense, but
we know now that it's must be important.
Yeah. Well, I gotta be honest with you, I was expecting something a little bit more like names of everyone who's ever gone into witness protection or like all the secret entrances to the castle or something bigger than that.
Nothing that sinister.
Well, I wasn't saying you were sinister. I'm not upset. I'm just, just...
You want to punch something?
Do you want to go punch something?
Let's go punch something.
Let's go to the dock ward. No one knows us there. Wait, let's stop and get you a hood or some hair or something.
That's probably the best.
A hood or something.
Maybe a turtleneck to cover.
So... the Greaves dress up in costumes and go and fight at the dock ward.
You guys find some like underground boxing rings that
How much health do you have
brawl in.
Well, I mean, a short rest. I had like 5d12. Plus, I will be raging the whole time. Fine. Okay. We're not killing anybody. She's an inquisitor, for Christ's sake.
All right. Anyone doing anything else as we're wrapping up the night?
It was just me. The last thing when I start to leave, I turn back to the temple and was like, I don't know much of anything. So I'm kind of introduced to this kind of late in my life, I have to say. Mostly like just talking to the wall. But if you need anything in the Nine Hells taken care of, I get the feeling we'll be heading there eventually.
Okay.
Kind of shrug my shoulders and keep my head kind of down as I strut home.
What color tiefling are you?
I'm like a very pale blue. Like it could almost be like skin color with just a hint of blue.
Okay.
She's just real pale.
Dead human.
He looks
Dead human color?
Well, like, you know how like glow in the dark things have like that really white but a greenish tinge?
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that with blue.
Yeah. It's basically like he was going to be born human, but then something happened.
Yeah. Okay.
We still love you though. Unlike your piece of shit birth parents.
You don't know.
I know, it just Rook hates them.
Understandably. And then sleep.
Okay.
Oh god, can you imagine? I'm sorry, I know this totally breaks the immersion, but can you imagine if we did start like being Greaves again, and then like we just traipsed Bishop in front of his birth parents, who we know were nobles? Like,
are they no? They weren't nobles.
I thought they were for some
They were
reason.
not nobles.
They just got rid of you because they're like literal assholes.
They were in like a small village that, yeah.
Their church made them get rid of him.
Something.
Well, look at you now.
Look at me now.
2 steps away from being a man of the cloth. Literally chosen by God.
2 steps and a shove, probably. All right.
I'm always there to shove my kids.
Oh, we know.
How do you know? How do you think they learned to swim?
Going down for the night, getting some restless sleep. Bishop, you have kind of an odd dream. You see kind of this battlefield, war-torn, fire everywhere. And you see on kind of a pile of bodies, a silhouette of something raising a great sword above their head with the gauntlet of helm. And you wake up.
I take it me and Penny got too drunk to dream.
It's my band in high school.
Too drunk to dream.
College. It's band in college.
Nice save.
Don't drink underage, kids.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Ogden, college.
21 and over band.
As you all rouse for the morning, what are you doing?
Well, we find our way back to the guild hall.
Yep.
And I hope that Dream hasn't been up all night worrying.
I'm outside training.
Same. I'm actually swinging the sword around, just practicing, getting used to how it feels. It's a training sword still, I'm assuming. Just kind of getting used to how it feels, because I get the sense, even if I don't get that one sword back, I'm going to need another.
I've already made coffee and I'm sitting at my little desk in the kitchen with like crumpled pieces of paper all over the floor.
Okay.
Furiously writing in the book as I figured out finally how to make this work. And I want to make sure that it's ready for whatever's next.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're going to go downstairs and counterspell their spells.
I have other things now too.
Ooh.
I learned a lot last night.
You go first.
I'm probably training too.
Okay. We'll say all of you kind of head down to the training grounds.
Take out some aggression.
Huh?
Take out some aggression.
Okay.
I don't care if Penny comes with me or not, but I want to go to the graveyard. The one where Aram is.
Penny probably wouldn't go with you. Yeah.
I figured not.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, like, if she followed me, I wouldn't be upset about it. But
Okay.
So I go to his grave, and I'm feeling pretty responsible for everything that's happened. I just kind of sit down and talking to him, and I take off the gauntlets and I put them in his grave, and I just can't keep anybody safe. I couldn't keep you safe. Gimble's mom is gone. Just these creatures from, like, they have a place to be, you know. I mean, I guess it is hell, but I just don't understand why they have to come here and do these things. And both of my kids are mired in these great big things, and Gimble now has to learn how to bend the reality of the universe, and I'm just some guy running around pretending to be important to these kids and these people, and you're not here. And thank God me and Penny were able to come to a place where we're each other again, and just wish you were here. I just wish you could tell me what to do now, because you were always the one who had the plan. Sure, I know how to keep myself alive in a fight, but you know what I mean. I'm literally talking to nothing. Just ugh. Anyway, I just wanted to come say hi and return these to you. I just don't think I can keep pretending to be the person who can hold those up. It's nice seeing you. And then I head back to the guild.
Okay. All right. As you guys are ushered in for the guild meeting in the morning, you kind of all group up at the training area and walk in the door. And you see everybody in the guild is clad in all black. And as they see Gimble walk in, they all give him a salute as you guys walk up to the table.
Eat. Don't wait on my account. There's There's a lot to do today.
Everyone kind of like shuffles over and starts eating.
Rook didn't make it, so I think I'll pass on this one.
Goddamn eat.
You were gone all night. Are you okay?
Yeah. It was rough for me too. Sorry, sweetie. Got a little carried away with your aunt.
I like her.
She's a lot like me, more like me than before I left, for sure. It seems we both had similar growth structures. Sorry, I laugh at inappropriate times.
How are you, Gimble?
I'm still like face in the book, like eating, and I keep kind of raising a hand and making a little like orange sphere start to form, and then letting it go, and then putting it back and letting it go, and putting it back and letting it go, and I don't even register the question.
As everyone finishes up their meal, Penny and Sven step forward, and Muzo's still sitting in the back looking pissed off like always.
Please say something today.
And Penny comes up and says, "The second round of the trials will be cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Shit, that was the trial I needed.
Unless, Master Gimble, if you are feeling all right."
There's no way to
may
become more
continue.
powerful unless you work at it. And I would like to work at it.
All right.
The good enoughs always rise to any challenge you put in front of us before. This one's no different.
It's because
Well
we're
said.
good enough.
Well said. All right. So, Muzo, looks like you're going to have your trial after all. He kind of still looks pissed off in the corner, still eating his food.
Oh, say something.
Second trial will be a trial of defense. The keeps that you gathered intel on, now it will be your job to best defend them against an enemy.
We did find the only way into it already, other than the main.
I will
gate.
talk to each specific team separately. But Godspeed, you have 2 days.
2 days until it's attacked, or 2 days period?
2 days until it's attacked.
All right, thank you. Oh, also the flowers you sent were lovely, by the way.
She kind of gets a little red in the face.
Oh no, I was talking to Muzo.
Oh no, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I thought it was Muzo talking.
No,
That's
no.
why I was being rude.
No,
I'm sorry.
no, it was Penny.
If it was
Penny
Penny,
the whole
then
time.
yeah, I wouldn't have been that way. Sorry. I retcon all
That's
of
why I
them.
was like, what?
I just assumed it was Muzo, so I was being an asshole.
I mean, he's the Dragonborn, so.
As everyone finishes up, she kind of brings you all into a group. So, Ren Keep. It is your job to defend it from any outside invader. The wizards that you pointed out from last time will not be at the keep. There will be mainly 2 regiments, the infantry and the builders. So they are your men for all intents and purposes.
Have they removed all of the magical defenses?
They have removed most of the magical defenses.
Okay.
Now this is going to be obviously a training exercise, so no mortal wounds, Rook. And any illegal activity will be persecuted, Rook.
Prosecuted.
Prosecuted. Thank
How
you.
long do we have to defend it for?
1 night.
Okay.
2 days to prepare, 1 night to defend.
Do we know if the attacks might be magical in nature?
You do not.
Okay, but it's a possibility.
Yes.
Okay.
I will adjust for any possible incursion.
And we're talking about defending, getting, like, keeping people out of it completely, or is there a specific area that, like, you know, Like, let's say they breach the keep, but they didn't get to a specific area. Is that still...
Is it the entire keep, or do you want us to protect the portal?
Keep. The portal is
So
well
it's an
protected.
all-
You won't have to worry about the portal.
all or nothing thing?
I guess we're going back to Ren Keep.
It's gonna be an awkward reunion for somebody.
Okay.
We have 2 days.
I'm assuming they've all been told that we were.
Yeah,
Let's
but
hope
one
so.
was still beaten pretty bloody.
Oh, I'm sure they moved that guy. You moved that guy, right?
Oh no! I think he might still be in the infantry.
We need to move that guy.
First order of business move.
Maybe send orders while we're on the way.
Maybe a 3-day scouting trip or something.
3-day scouting trip.
That sounds fantastic.
3-day vacation.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right, Markula, what are we looking at?
you are looking at Ren Keep. So this is the keep in all of its glory. These are the men you have to work with. You have... you have Dracus, your best friend, Rook. And then you have Morris, the dwarf captain of the builders.
Mm-hmm.
Morris was here.
I do have a question before I forget. Not related to this. Would you have told us what Penny told you about what was in her journal? Okay.
Only because, like, I think that was a bullshit reason for Gimble's mother to die. That's why we went out and beat up a bunch of people.
It'd be cool if you told me sometime.
I mean, maybe I just feel like he would make up something more important. Like, it just feels so asinine. You know what I mean?
Well, it could have made him more powerful, and he's obviously
No, I'm
that
sure there's
dude.
a really important reason, but like, she was like, "You can't have this book," and like, you know what I mean? Like, Rook's still processing it. Once Rook processes it, he'll share it. But right now, he's real pissed off about it. But he's also trying to build a relationship with his sister and get through these trials. So, got to channel that anger by tossing Dracus off of a castle wall at a group of invaders.
No, we need him first.
Dracus is the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Got it.
Okay. Well, how do we want to go in? Troop morale is the most important part of defense.
Should we bring them treats?
Yes. Yes. Thank you for helping us to complete the trial.
Well,
I
I'd
feel
love to
like
see a few meals with him cooking would be a good idea.
I feel like the best bet would be to go in not as if we own the place, but I mean, they have a command structure. We should respect that command structure.
Yeah. And ask what they would do in the situation and take advice from them as well. Or attempt to take advice from them.
I feel like we should treat this as us assisting them in
Yeah.
defending the keep as opposed to telling them how to do it.
Yeah.
Unless we get there and they tell us, you guys need to tell us what to do. In which case, we'll then come up with a plan.
All right, let's go.
All right, you enter the keep.
And they transferred that soldier.
They transferred that soldier.
He's now a captain.
You were met by Morris and Dracus at the front gate. And Dracus looks at you. Good of Greaves to tell me how to do my job.
Hello, we respect your hierarchy.
I'd start laughing.
How's that secret tunnel into your well?
It's nice. Nice and defended.
You guys
Don't
got
need
that
you lot.
portal to the elemental plane of water figured out?
Well, I did get into your keep, but
That's impossible.
I can show you how, if you'd like.
Show me.
I poke you this. I don't antagonize him.
Do you have someone that has a potion of water breathing or an alter self?
Yes.
Well, come with me.
But
All right.
you know they do.
I'm not going to tip our entire head. Do they know everything that we've gathered information-wise, or no? All right, well, come with me. Whoever you'd like to have follow me, and I will cast Alter Self on myself to get gills again.
Yep.
And once they take the potion, I'll take them down into the lake and show them the entrance.
Okay.
So while they're doing that, Dash, I want you to go and get with the archers, see who our strongest ones are. Dream, if you can do a perimeter, make sure there's no weak spots on the walls that we couldn't see last time we were here. If you could see to any medic personnel that they have, see if they're up to snuff, see what their facilities are.
I'll see what I can do.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll tour with the dwarf, and he can introduce me to the infantry.
Okay. Builders. Dwarfs, builders.
Well, I'm hoping the dwarf can take me around to the infantry while Drakus is otherwise
Got
engaged.
it. So we'll start with Gimble.
Yes.
So you come out with the soldier that you took down. He kind of gives a thumbs up to Drakus. Yeah, there's definitely a hole there. If a blue dragonborn could blush, he would definitely be blushing right now.
So he's purple.
Yes. Well, damn it, go down there and fix it. He takes a better part of a day. He kind of rounds up some other builders, and they go down and kind of fix the bars that were in between that you were able to swim through.
Every time he looks at me, I'm giving him a sad face.
Well, that was the biggest hole in your defenses that we were able to find, but if you have suggestions on the best way to defend the keep, we would, of course...
No, this is your thing, whatever. This is all you.
With all due respect, we would like your opinion, as you have served here gallantly and successfully for many, many years.
It's a good part of leadership.
Ass kiss doesn't look good on you. Rook.
I'm not kissing your ass. I'm telling you that I am not the kind of Greaves who's coming in here and telling you how to do your job. I'm just competing in a trial.
All right, well, it depends on where they're fighting from. The front is pretty easy to defend. As long as you have a few mages up there with some counterspell, you'll be fine.
Which we have one.
All right. Then
Because
better hope there's not more than one.
They took the rest of the mages.
Yes. All right.
Are there any standing magical defenses to this place?
Not that will be used in this trial.
Okay.
You might have to worry about to the south, towards the mountain, if you had a few people that were able to climb up there and belay down. That could be a weakness.
Why not use your builders to hollow out that ridge? I mean, I know it would be a task that we can't do in 2 days, but I'm just saying for the future, and like having a flat plain back there would be easier than anything else.
Typically, that was defended by magic, but I take your suggestion. Thank you.
This big tower here, is there a top to it?
There is no top to it.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no place we could place archers to better defend this area.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like there's a archer nest there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want. Do we have any extra archers?
So there's 4 archers right now.
Any of the infantrymen any good with a bow?
I mean, they decent.
I can stick up on the wall, and we can move the archers over here, or any of them over here. I could stand in the middle here for defending if they attack from this side, and just give them pebbles to throw.
I think our casters on the wall are a good idea.
I'm more concerned with our particular group as being the more hardy than your common infantrymen. We should go wherever the attack comes from. I'm more worried about having sentries up here if somebody approaches. Who's your sharpest eyed man in your infantry?
That would be Richard.
So we'll put Richard here.
Okay.
Good old sharp-eyed
Good
dick.
old Richard. Good old
You
dick.
got that sharp dick. And then your second most sharp-eyed, I want to put him here because we're really discounting the fact that water can't be circumvented.
So Richard here, and then second sharpest eye where?
Here.
Got it.
It still gives us kind of a blind spot here, but there's no easy way in as far as I can tell.
I still have an infantryman up there.
Well, that's what I was
Watch.
asking for, your sharpest eyed infantryman.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I want to keep archers at the places where they're most useful. I just want watchmen.
Who watches the watchman?
I'd like to have the casters on the wall patrolling.
Goodness.
It's just you and Dreamwraith and Bishop. That's all we got.
Does Bishop have offensive?
Yeah, I have a few offensive spells.
Okay.
We can
Not
also
many, but I have some.
send Philip and Sunflower circling. Keep an eye out.
My only concern with putting Bishop on the walls is wouldn't he be more useful with the infantryman?
He's a healer.
It'd be one of the ones the infantrymen need to fight. Then I could hurry down the walls. There's not much distance from me standing on the walls, giving a few pebbles before wherever they do breach from. I could fall back into them.
I was gonna say if we're up on if we're up on the wall, we could just have like drop ropes, so we can just run one of those, drop down to wherever we need to be if there's a breach.
Get to setting that up.
Okay.
And also, this
What?
is a trial, so we don't have to expect the walls to be exploded, I'm assuming.
We would hope, but let's guess that maybe they could be. Who knows? If they have the kind of magic to keep a planar gate open, I'm sure they can repair a measly stone wall pretty easily.
That's fair.
Are you Tome or Jane?
Tome.
Okay. I'm wondering if, since it's an abnormal combat, am I able to cast Dragon's Breath on either Philip or Sunflower?
Yeah, I'd allow that.
Okay.
Yeah. If you do get into combat though,
Okay.
them using it would be your action.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like for like general, like we're far away from each other.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. But a good remote option.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to max.
Hit the MMM cast.
I am. I was just
Who-
trying to scroll. I don't know
Who
why
would
it
have more
closed.
range between a pseudo dragon and an owl?
Well,
What's the range on Dragon's Breath?
no, I think he means like faster movement speed.
Oh.
It's just touch. Okay. And then they go.
No, what? How?
Oh, it's a 15-foot cone.
What are you talking about range
It's a mobile
wise?
burning hands with an
Like-
extra damage die.
Like flying wise?
Yeah, like who has a higher fly speed?
So is he just a regular owl?
Yeah.
His fly speed is
60
60 feet.
What's a pseudo dragon?
Pseudo dragon is 60 feet as well, but his land speed is 15. So Sunflower is faster on land if he has to land or something.
And long story short, the pseudo dragon is, by nature of being a pseudo dragon, more combat capable than Philip.
Philip has the ability to. He doesn't take attacks of opportunity, though, is the only other thing with him.
So you can fly in, fly out.
Sunflower is also resistant to magic though too.
Oh.
Pseudo dragon has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Okay, we'll have them both ready. Do you have anything
How do
you
I
can
move
cast
the
on
map
him for
without
range?
closing it?
No, I haven't
Two
seen a
fingers.
spell yet that will work.
what
Whoever
I
we're
was
casting
doing,
that
I kept
on, send them my
If
way
you
before they fly
like
out.
go to
before
the
we get attacked.
extremes, it'll go back.
I can make them a little bit safer.
I'm just going to zoom out this map.
Also, if you hit the little, instead of that, hit the little finger, you can just click and drag now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Just with one finger now, so you don't have to do two.
Keep looking for the warlock for World of Darkness. There's all these spells that I'm like, where is that spell? Why is it here? 5 levels lower. Oops.
How many builders do we have?
You have 10 total infantry and 10 builders. 2 infantrymen are the archers, and 2 builders are archers as well. And the builders also double as infantry or foot soldiers.
I would like to do like just a one day, like spend like an hour walking around, just checking the wall, seeing if there's anything weird.
Make
about
a investigation.
And you're setting up those
Nice.
rappel ropes.
Drop rope, yeah.
So where are the drop ropes at? And this is to easily get from the top to the base, right?
Yep. One in the middle of the wall here. Probably another one over here. Because up this isn't walkable, correct?
No, that's not
Okay, so it's
walkable.
just this here
So
and then this.
one here and then one where?
One here. And then probably one off this round here.
And then drop ropes to get from the top of the keep where we have 2 people down to the bottom of the keep would be also useful.
And if we can give them your stones to drop on
Well, the
ladders
stones
or
only
things
last
being
for a
brought up.
minute.
I'd be on the wall with them and just passing out stones to any infantrymen who don't have range. And
When
then
you can only have 3 stones active at a time.
Yeah, so bonus action, give them 3 on their turns. 2. My turn, bonus action, the 3, do my own spell attack.
I just wonder if there wouldn't be a better use of your time.
Until they reach the wall. Not really.
But I'm just saying, Toll the Dead.
I can still do that. Just spell attack.
I'm just trying to think of something to repel climbers or the like.
Well, I mean,
If they
you
come
got
siege
pots and
engines.
pans.
Yes.
You got cooking oil?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so if we can get fire set on the wall.
Do we really want to? It's fair. They might be more prepared to understand all the tactics. Everyone's sort of stopping and think, should we be going this extreme?
Our big concern is this area here. The front gate, they said it's easy to defend, and then I'm really concerned about this because they seem way too confident about this little spit of water that we very easily infiltrated from. What steps did we make to plug up that hole?
The bars that were ajar were fixed, and that's about it.
Do we have enough water stores for the next 3 days?
Mm-hmm.
So let's seal up that well.
Okay, what are you sealing it with?
Bricks, mortar.
Okay.
You guys can break through it once we're gone.
The
You
fresh
said we
water, we can't do that.
You just said we had water stores for 3 days.
But that's the fresh water for the keep. Can't build that up for after the 3 days.
Do you have alarm?
I can cast alarm on that, and we already sealed the weak point in the entrance.
I'd say if you just cast alarm on the end, on the opening to the well.
You'd have to do that every 8 hours.
And it's a choke point, so
Well, luckily we know exactly
It's
when
coming,
they're
that's
going to
right.
attack.
Yeah,
so.
we only have to defend it for 1 night.
Also a good idea is if someone does do that, you might want to get just a few barbs at the bottom of the well so if they try to climb out.
That's what they have bars.
Barb.
Oh, bars.
So like in the well,
Spikes.
actually always down there's spikes. So if they make it through the bars, they'll just have a bad time.
Is that
coming
possible?
Yeah, in 2 days I can get some barbs. It's Murray or Morris.
Put one guy on that. I don't need all the builders working
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
something that'd be more for your use later on if someone could squeeze through the bars.
and that would be this well.
Are there any other secret entrances into the keep?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Insight check.
You can insight check him.
I don't have good insight.
Do you guys have horses?
First roll of the night.
That's my second roll. My investigation check we didn't go through because I didn't want to.
What'd you get?
Investigation check.
No, what'd you get on that?
15.
15? Yeah, he's lying.
Let's go search.
Who is this guy?
It is Dragonborn. Yeah, Dracus.
Why
Are you
it have to
magical?
be?
Dracus, do you tell me?
Yeah.
Dracus, it serves no one any good if you leave out a weakness in your defenses and then we fail the trial because you wouldn't tell us.
Did you find it when you were doing your
Clearly
trial
not.
earlier?
We're asking you now
Then I guess
so that
you
we
don't
can
have that information.
Oh,
Can I go
I
look
really
again?
should not have told you about that well. And I just walk off to go look for the secret thing.
Can I go look again too?
Yeah.
Sure.
Why does no one know Zone of Truth?
Plus, what are you doing?
D4. You know what? I'll bless you both.
Sure.
Plus, we
I-
worked on Wednesday and
Guidance.
Thursday. Oh, guidance.
I'll bless you both. Go for it.
That's
That's a nat.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Well, roll the d4, because remember, you can't critically succeed.
it depends on your table.
22.
Plus.
Do you have any
Oh,
cost?
oh, sorry.
25.
25, yeah.
Okay. As you're kind of going around and inspecting everything, you see in this.
Oh, also 25. Not a nat 20. I just have.
Oh, because I'm on the draw tool. That's why.
They're
It's like,
little
why
dots.
isn't it clicking? Right here. Gimble is with you, and you see kind of something etched in the ground.
You said here?
Yeah, in the bottom of this church.
Here.
You bring it to Gimble's attention, and he immediately knows that it's a disguised teleportation circle.
Ooh.
I know there's something else here.
It's not counterspell, that's dispel magic.
You also just have to break the rune of the circle.
Yeah, but teleportation circles are very expensive.
Where does it go? Does it go to one specific place?
So
or can
teleportation
go anywhere?
circles, anyone who has the sequence to this particular circle can teleport directly.
Do you
to
have
it.
identify?
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Yeah, I'll cast it as a ritual.
Okay. This teleportation circle is closed off to one location. You don't know where that location is.
Can I temporarily alter the runes in a way that could be fixed by a wizard at a later date?
Once
I
you
know
alter
what
the
to do.
runes, the spell itself is broken.
Gimble,
gonna
I have an
break
idea.
it.
Cool.
No, Gimble, don't break it. I have
So
a better
I'm going
idea.
to stack as much stuff on top
Yeah.
of the
It's just an
teleportation
idea.
circle. as
No,
I
get the
possibly-
builders to build a little, just good little bunch of stone covering it on top of it, so if someone comes in,
They're trapped.
fails, and they get hurt.
Well,
really
I was more hoping that they would teleport into a bunch of. I guess that would be illegal if they died.
bad. No, they wouldn't die to that. It would just shunt them back out after taking a good amount of damage. It would be pretty painful.
Would it work that way?
Yeah.
I'm asking him so he can ask the DM.
Go for it.
As does that be an Arcana roll, or is that something I can just
If
know?
you had stuff stacked on top of a teleportation circle, where would the person go?
Mm-hmm. Or would it just fail?
It would just fail.
Okay.
We're gonna stack stuff on top of
Stack.
the teleportation circle.
Yeah.
I'll have the builders move in like large rocks or something that's hard to move without a bunch of people working together.
Okay.
And I'll go up to her and be like, give him the sad face.
No, we're trying to be. We're trying to be cooperative. So I give him a. Sorry, buddy.
Where does that go?
None of your business.
And that's fair. We're just here to get through the next 3 days. Let him have his secrets.
Probably to a room that
It
leads
still
you
scares me.
to a portal to the elemental plane of water is going to be my guess. But let's keep searching rooms.
Oh, this is probably how they get to that part of the
Yes.
keep. Ah.
We couldn't find anything, and we knew that there was a rug somewhere.
Oh, so Bishop was real wrong during that question.
I think it's here.
I actually guessed correctly though,
No.
because I thought it was that room, but then I picked that room.
You picked this one.
I picked that one.
Yep.
Yeah, you were very wrong.
You're very
I was
wrong.
pausing. You're like, that's too small. No one to fit in there. Then you were like, oh, over here.
Well, maybe, and then Mark told us it was a bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the water closet, I was like, it's definitely not that.
Can we
Even though
investigate?
water closet, right?
Can we just investigate the rest of the rooms to make sure we're not missing any
Yeah,
blind spots?
with your investigation combined, there's nothing else out of
Our
the ordinary.
investigations combined.
And there's nothing that goes down
Art.
under the keep. There's no access down underneath the keep.
No,
Okay.
no, not that you can find.
Okay.
I definitely want to put these archers back on where they were before. These ones down here.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones?
Yeah, one in each of the.
You put them like in the.
Okay.
Archer here and archer there. They were
Put them
there
back in
and
their
there.
spots. The archers pretty much could stay exactly where they were. We can move some of the infantrymen to be more prepared on the sides of the walls.
Yeah, I don't know why they're all gathered in this area where they're useless. They should be in this area.
Because
Because
who's
they're
staging
waiting. They're
them?
waiting for you guys to direct them.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
They
no,
need to be staged up here.
all right. So one in each spot here. One with each archer for defense. Maybe an extra few on the wall for it to push off any ladders.
Couple at the door.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have Rook at the door with like one or two of them.
Okay.
What? Like outside the door?
No,
No,
inside the door.
Oh.
But you are the biggest wall
So
we have
what
here.
were the fail conditions for this particular mission? Like if they get in the keep
Yes.
at all?
That's what I was specifying.
So there's no fail, but you are graded on how well you defend.
Then
it.
me and 4 of the infantrymen and Jarakis will be outside of the walls doing a constant patrol. Because if it's a matter of keeping them out and we know somebody's coming, we'll meet them at the gate.
So you have Drakus, you, and who?
And 4 of the infantrymen.
Just remember that they might come leaping off the mountain.
Yeah.
Well, and if that's the case, we still have plenty of infantrymen in this center area, plus the archers, plus my casters.
I figured I maybe would be patrolling that back wall.
Yeah, I would definitely like you to be facing that south.
Yeah.
In all honesty, how far away would it be from the wall to that mountain? Or that ledge that he's talking about?
Let me add in you guys real quick.
Also, is it possible to set up signal fires so that we can see those areas?
In all honesty, I could
See what areas.
make a good
Well, I mean, like if
noticeable-
we're worried about them coming from that south ridge,
Add light so that we can.
see the south ridge.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can definitely put some builders on it to build a bonfire big enough to last the night. Where do you want it?
I want them through anywhere that the walls could be breached and we might not be able to see in the
Okay.
dark.
Could we also set up traps like in the tree line, like something that would
I'd
grab
like
them and net
I'd like a
them?
few snares.
The tree line is pretty far out. From what you guys remember, it was kind of really flat until you get closer to the town.
Do you have any bear traps?
No bear traps.
You could run
A few
by
in the
some.
grass. That'll take care of 2 or 3.
Is anyone else going to be patrolling?
No, the rest of my party is ranged, so they'll be in the keep.
Yeah, say I'll be
I'll be
on
patrolling on the wall.
same.
Mhm.
Is there a way to get from, let's see here, from say like this section of the wall
I can't see.
there
Oh, is this not-
to like
This way.
here, or do you have to go down and around?
I don't know where here is.
Okay, so
I
your
can't.
map.
click.
So is there a
way to go from here to here?
Is there an upper area?
Without going around, no.
You have to go down.
It's all open air. Yeah.
And you said the top of the keep is flat, right?
Mhm.
Top of the keep is flat. Yep.
Is there a way to get on top of that flat area?
It would still be faster to just go down and go around, because even if we get onto the flat area,
How
Like,
far?
there's stairs
if anyone,
here.
If they had a wizard who cast fly, is there a way for us to get up there to push them off?
5, 10, 15. Do you want me on top of the keep?
that's what I was saying. Watch
this,
the south.
this piece right here.
Yeah, like all this.
I was saying here.
Okay.
Yeah, he could still do that whole area right there if it's completely flat.
Regardless, I mean, we're gonna have to be reactionary.
Yeah.
Regardless, we can plan until we're blue in the face, but the one person who's making the tactics can hear all of our plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Can you leave the room?
and give me control of all the little minions?
So Dasher with this guy.
Oh
Sorry, Rio.
Do you want me to do that?
My computer
No.
keeps throwing him off.
I can bring my laptop next time. It's
Or we use like a mouse or something. Or Rio can like
It's
how to use
just
the computer.
it's just like being so careful as to not like scroll past the map.
If
The
you
map's
just-
so big.
Here, I'll show you.
It's loading. It's fine.
Because if you, oh no, you want to switch over to pointy finger guy, and then with one finger
Okay,
you can just scroll
and
up and
that
down.
won't.
You have to click down though.
Okay, but that won't throw me off.
No, because it's
Click
the
down with
two-finger
one
gesture.
and then use that same finger you're clicking with to, because that would, because with the 2 on there you might hit the 2 gesture.
Okay.
oh,
Just
that's
the
what
thing.
he's doing. He's sideswiping.
Yeah, he's just like
Yeah.
sending
Oh,
it away.
got it.
Okay, so we just need to see the whole map. So there we go. So there.
All right, so Dasher with this dude, right?
Is that
Because
correct?
he's going to be
Yeah.
patrolling all around here.
Which dude?
I'm kind of almost tempted to
This
like.
guy on the south.
He's going to be on
Got
the
it.
south of the keep here.
There is a little crenellation, yes, or
So there's a little crenellation here. Yeah.
I'm
So
almost-
this is an open air tower. There's a little crenellation here, and you can hop onto the top of the keep if you need be.
Gimble, you can see in the dark, right? So I want you on the west wall.
You want me over here?
I almost wonder should I
You and Philip And then Dream, you and Sunflower will take the north wall because that's the one that's going to have the infantrymen. So your lack of dark vision won't be that much of a hindrance.
Can you go into Sunflower's eyes? So we can have them flying overhead as well.
Yeah, to watch for
The pseudo dragon definitely has dark
Patrol.
vision.
Bishop, where are you going to be?
It's true.
I'm going to be probably set up around
He's
here.
blind sight.
If I can
for
get
10 feet.
Up or
one-
down?
Yeah, upper.
What are you using?
I need to
So-
be close to. Actually, no. Put me.
Like
I'm
right
gonna.
here?
Later.
I'm gonna be close to
Look
Gimble.
at it.
Okay.
I need to get that
Because
information.
as soon as you
at some
cast
point.
fire breath or
Not
fire
tonight, it's fine.
dragon breath.
Dragon Breath.
As soon as you cast that, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith so that it doesn't get shot out. of the
And then we
sky.
don't need everybody bunched at the door. We need them being able to react to wherever we get a breach. So all remaining infantrymen, I would like them in this center by this storehouse.
Don't we want somebody up here? Up here? Too?
That's what that guy's supposed to be doing.
He's just
And
watching
dash.
both sides.
I almost wonder, should I be hidden so I can get a sneak attack if I see someone?
Most definitely.
I mean, it's gonna be night,
They'd
so
have to
you can stealth.
Get up
Yeah.
there, wouldn't they? Though?
But I mean, I can also hide under like no cover because I have the Mask of the Wild thing.
We're
Well,
worried
we
that they
would
might
need
drop
something
off the
to
mountain
mask.
onto the roof.
Remember,
There's a crenellation.
Oh.
but I don't know if that qualifies for mask of the
I
Wild.
mean, once behind the crenellation, you'd be
Slope.
hidden,
Yeah.
right? Unless they're like right in front of you.
And then the only other adjustment is Dream on the wall,
On which where? Where on
the
the wall?
north wall,
North wall.
in between the two groups.
Mhm.
What are we talking?
And then if I could get one infantry guy next to me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
So right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And if you
North wall
want to
here.
get one infantry guy from that little diamond you made next to me, so I'll just steal one of them.
No, because you and Gimble are fine.
No.
I want that diamond as backup for because
Okay,
I'm really
okay.
afraid I'm going to lose these 4 guys immediately.
I get you.
And so, how many feet is this? 5 feet squares?
Yep.
Okay, so that means message will reach just about anywhere. I wish we had more message.
And you still want this one dude over here?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll alternate sending messages to 2 of them and to the party once it starts getting towards the night.
Can we just real quick insight ask the 2 captains if both of them are actually on our sides?
Sure. Yeah.
Just to make sure we're not having an attack coming from within as well. I'm not good at that, but if somebody that's good at that,
What would that
blessed.
be?
Well, I mean, I have an insight 4.
Would that be inside or would that be like?
That would
Yeah,
be
insight
insight.
to determine if somebody's
Whoever's
being
rolling is
honest.
blessed.
Okay. Yeah, if you got 4,
Or
go
guidance,
for it.
whichever one.
Guidance
I'm allowed.
would be.
do you 2 have a better insight?
I have
it's only
insight of
plus
2.
1.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
look.
just plus 1.
Tap you on the shoulder.
Oh, I have insight 5 actually.
Ooh.
Boom. And a
yay,
D4 as
leveling
well.
up. Yay, leveling up. I also just realized that I'm pretty sure that our things on there still say 4. Might be.
Oh, but plus.
Hey.
That's 16.
Okay.
Wait, no. 7 plus 4. is
11
plus
plus
5
5
is 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. Morris. Of course, my boy. This is gonna be easy win for you. Yeah. He's super excited about like having something other than just building a stable. Drakus. I guess.
I've been
will be on your
respectful to the
side.
damn
Yeah.
guy.
You can't tell if it's just him not liking you. He seems to be genuine for the most part, but
Homophobic.
he still has a chip on his shoulder.
It's big. It's a boulder.
I go, can I like kind of talk with the infantry guys and like see if they've heard anything about what if they've heard anything from other like people that they know that are gonna be part of the attack or like they've heard anything at all.
Persuasion, maybe?
You could make a persuasion, yeah.
I'd like to join in and fall around. Like, he'll ask a few, I'll ask a few.
Okay,
And I'll
persuasion
guidance
from both of you.
myself.
I guess I'll ask my 4. I have persuasion too.
Sure.
Should I ask them? I have intimidation.
21.
Tell me what you know.
21.
I guess everyone's just asking the people around them.
Yeah.
Like,
16.
all might as well
Our
just
little
make a
crew.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 and got a 16.
I got an 18.
24. Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Tell me what you know.
Damn.
17 persuasion.
Do you know what the inside of a man's skull looks like? Because I do. Tell me.
You want to find out?
What's inside your skull? Any information for me? Should I look?
Should I take a peek? Maybe.
I bet you it's bright red, just like the other.
For those of you who got above 20, your fellow guards tell you that in past years, whenever there was a trial of this kind, mostly the enemies were illusionary. Some of them were actual enemies, but in order to like keep the casualties to a minimum, they're used mostly
Which I'm not allowed to kill anyone, so I'm glad I now know that they're illusionary.
So you can just swing halfway. You're an illusion. Most were illusionary.
Most not
But does
all.
that mean they're not intelligent? But they're still going to be intelligent.
Well, they'll
Someone's
be
controlling
controlled
them?
by an illusionist,
Okay.
yeah.
And they won't actually be real, so you can mostly
What if we
ignore
take
them.
down the
So I was gonna say, if you find the illusionist, you can counterspell.
I don't know if that defeats the purpose of the
It does,
trial.
yeah. That would
Yeah.
get you a bad score.
Yeah,
Really?
but it'd be fun.
Because it seems like it'd be clever. Like
It sounds like
Yeah.
the Koshimari's Maru to me,
Yeah.
like just beating the system.
Kobayashi Maru.
Kobayashi Maru.
No, Kushamari is the other one. The winnable
When
one.
did you become such a Trekkie?
Slowly and then all
You
at
think
once.
you know
that
a
makes me
person.
really happy. They're so
the other one you just have to win no
You,
matter what.
you win always.
Aw, nice.
The Koshamari Maru.
So, I know that Coulter needs to end early tonight, and I don't like to end stream early, but do you think this, if we were to start now, 30 minutes would be enough time for this episode? Or...
Would not be enough time for this battle. No. So we can end here.
I want to make us end early. If you had anything else you wanted us to do, though.
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, because like I think our prep is done. So
Yeah,
if we
I can't
start,
think of anything
it'll
else
just
to
be
do.
an episode where it's like half started and then the next episode.
So,
Could
are
be a
you,
cliff.
I would actually like to talk to the captain guy. if
Which
I had
one?
the chance.
Juracus or?
Juracus.
Okay.
Just kind of approach him one time when he was kind of way like,
What do you want?
I heard you knew Rook before.
What is it with you and my secrets?
You don't tell him anything about who you were.
Yeah, how did that work out last time, buddy?
you are. When he wants
If
to
you
tell
told
better
me
when
about
you
it, then I wouldn't have to go asking other people.
You know, not once in this stream have you actually gone to Rookton.
Yeah, because you haven't told him in the first place. So
Sure.
he's like, he's not gonna tell me. He likes to keep things bottled up.
We grew up together. What of it?
I was just curious. He doesn't really tell me too much about himself, and I've known him for a while. And
Aren't
Is
you
he
his
still-
like kid or something? He doesn't tell you anything about it?
anything past
Easy for a single man to say. Have kids.
anything before being in the guilds, he doesn't bring it up. I asked once, and it was pretty bad.
2 episodes ago, I spent like an hour talking about the Greaves family traditions and history with Dash,
Yeah,
because
because
the
it
only
was-
one who cared.
because it was released. It was broken.
I'm just saying, I shared a whole bunch, and you didn't care.
I did listen. He remembered,
And you
but he just knows now about your family,
I
not
watched the
you.
episode. You literally walked away and did something else while Dash continued to
Oh, that's
listen.
fair.
Because I'm scared of you.
Probably
make a
still-
persuasion. See if you.
You think my
get
kids
anything
would
out
be
of him.
scared of me? as
No,
well.
I'm not going to cast guidance in front of them.
I'm scared that they're not
Persuasion?
scared of you.
19.
Like, what is this?
Yeah, I
Should be
mean,
scared of them.
as kids we were pretty close, and then he kind of got sweet on this one guy from another house, and then that guy ended up being a traitor, trying to kill a few of the higher ups in the ministry, and
Fake news.
he got executed.
What was that guy's name?
It was
Aram.
I forgot the last name too.
It's a weird last name. Prescus.
Aram Prescus.
Oh. It's a lot more than I knew before.
The real name that should be spilling from his lip is Jarek Ashbridge. He's the real villain.
Yeah. Is there anything that I should know about him? Anything else that kind of Was he still as angry and punching everything as he was back then?
Yeah, more so.
Well, except then I had a sword.
Yeah.
You're not there.
Oh no, I'm just giving him talking points. I'm much less dangerous now that I just punch stuff.
Yeah, he was always kind of a hothead. That arm, that traitor fellow, you made him a little better, but in the end, look how that turned out.
Thank you for talking.
Yeah.
That could have been your dad.
Well,
Get out of here.
let's try to have some fun the night the attack. And I'll head off and I will consider talking to Rook after the trials. Because I'm like, I don't want to throw him off his game.
All right, so preparations made. The night is approaching.
Also, no one has asked me about the fact that I'm not wearing gauntlets anymore. Like, not a single one of my close personal friends.
That's what you put on his thing.
I know you're going through some stuff.
All going
I was
through
like,
some
the
stuff.
only one that would have noticed going through a lot of shit right now.
So we'll bring the stream to
You
a
don't wear them
close.
24/7.
Starting next
Oh.
round on the night of the attack. And let's see how everyone does during the night. So we're going to take a short break, and we will come up with a catch line eventually.
Eventually.
Let's talk about this. What? During the night? What?
Sorry?